even sure if you want to see his face right now.
Yeah.
Let's not get ourselves distracted, okay?
I'm sorry.
Good.
You had no idea there was a master-slave relationship going on here, Rasslin, but it is intriguing.
I raised my eyebrows in interest. See what happens next.
So where is this person? Where does the person live?
You guys are in a really nice neighborhood. It's got a lot of smallish mansions here with property and such. Some of the mansions are bigger, less property. It's kind of like, do you want more land or more house? That's the question. But all of them are pretty goddamn big homes and stuff. A couple of them have their own private guards, and you're in the same neighborhood as Mr. Hunt's house. In fact, that's him and his guards, or his guards, right over there. One of them goes,
Why?
I pretend not to know them.
Okay.
So, when they were here before, Dr. Yang told me that they were undercover as magic family genealogists.
Yeah.
Preservation of Magic Society. Is that? Were you here with him, Freddie?
No, he told me that, but kind of glossed over it.
All right. So I don't know. We go in there and just start talking to her. I'm not sure what line of approach we should take necessarily.
Yeah.
These are super fancy homes, the kind that have servants and all that, upper crust homes and such. Not American,
Not
old world upper crust.
Hmm.
You're thinking just approaching it will end badly.
Yeah.
Also, Mildred, you're thinking if you had any kind of skill that you could build up in whip, then that may keep Freddie in his place better.
Now, Freddie, Dr. Yang also said that you made a connection with the Loopy family.
I don't know
The Loopy
anything
was
about that.
the opposition, the rival family.
Oh, we wanted to go and speak to them,
And
but we haven't actually
so he
spoken to
says
them.
you might have an in or connection there, someone to contact.
I literally don't know anything about this investigation. I don't know.
This is called a lapse in paying attention to something. This is what happens. I love it.
Or Dr. Yang is lying to me.
Mm,
Or maybe he's just confused.
oh, maybe I just didn't pay attention.
He's a psychologist, so maybe he's trying to mess with me, Gulliver.
We have too many psychologists in our family.
Oh, yeah.
Group.
Who else is a psychologist?
I am.
Ah,
That's the scariest thing that Wrestling Rat has ever heard in his life.
I think you're the perfect psychologist for me, actually. Maybe sometime I can spill my guts to you and get some things off my chest.
Good. Good.
The last psychologist I met with, I made them quit the profession.
That's good. I think there is too many psychologists.
People in our line of work need a psychologist with a special set of skills and experiences, I think.
Exactly. Very
That too.
understanding.
Have a certain set of skills. No, not those.
All right, so I don't necessarily know what we would accomplish by going in and talking to Constance. You know, we know she might be a suspect.
Well, did somebody talk to her? Like, do we have some?
Yeah, they talked to her.
You guys are looking super. You guys are kind of standing out like a wart on a model right now, because you're kind of dressed not in the greatest of clothes, hanging out in the middle of pretty much the really rich neighborhood.
All right. Rather than just standing there gawking at the house, then how about we take a little walk along? We're just out for a nice stroll.
Yeah.
No problem. Staying in the neighborhood, or do you want to just go wherever?
Well, I guess for starters, in the neighborhood, kind of down the block. I mean,
I will
we
tell you
haven't
what else.
discussed too much, so we'll kind of. It's a nice neighborhood to walk around. I'm sure there's lots of lovely trees and landscaping.
Yep, I'm going to tell you what else is in the neighborhood too, because I know that nobody likes to consult the maps and stuff.
So the other fellas felt that Constance was feigning her mourning.
Mm.
Why we care, I don't know.
Oh, good point. Oh, something you did observe when you were close to the house and such is there's a lot of people dressed in black mourning clothes going in and out.
Oh, maybe it's the fair. No,
It's like they're
Oh.
having a wake,
like
probably.
Mm.
Either that or just people like dressing in black here.
we could dress in black and say we are something cousins.
Are there like vehicles for caterers and things? Can I make an evidence analysis to see if they are in fact having a wake?
Certainly.
We could also dress as caterers.
Not sure. I don't think we just like black around here. Just a bunch of stodgy rich fucks that like to dress in black.
Yep.
I would get
There
them.
are some cars that could be catering cars and stuff here. The only problem that you've got is that it looks like they're dressed in expensive or fine clothes that are black. If you could get hold of some of those, then aside from the various psychotic behavior and stuff, you would fit right in.
Well, you guys wanna try to visit a wake? Let's go to a place and try to get our hands on some secondhand clothes that will look real fancy.
Or we
Second hand?
could kidnap few of them, kill them, take their clothes,
No, we're not kidding.
I mean, we
go
could just
sell
go.
them.
Oh, are they, I made my evidence analysis. Are they caterers or no?
There are some caterers here, yes.
Okay.
Right. You're not even sure where to buy secondhand clothes.
Well, that doesn't matter. We'll just go get some clothes. I want to
We can go to the
Alright.
embassy and get some
someplace
clothes.
where we could go buy upscale black
Oh, yeah.
clothing.
The embassy doesn't have black clothing.
Oh, okay.
They have I'm a rich cowboy from out east type clothing. Let's see. It's per set of clothing, unless assuming she wants to dress in trouser type clothing as opposed to dresses. Dresses always cost more. Why the pink tax I found out about. They charge women more for fucking everything because fuck them, right? And sexism, yay! It's 350 silvers, including footwear, etc., for fancy clothes. Oh yeah, rugged clothes are 20 silvers for everything, including footwear.
Is that
You
for
said that
each
was
or?
for one set?
One set is 350 silvers, yes. For
Holy
fancy
mother of
clothes.
hell.
But it will give you fancy black clothes and stuff. And black is always in fashion, especially if you're an assassin.
Or if you are a high-end prostitute.
Ooh, there you go. She looks at Freddie. I can see her looking at Freddie. I knew
I'm just there picking my nose or something.
Oh, I love. We're interested in some stuff like this. Do you have any returned clothes? Any kind of any deals going on? I'm sure I saw a sign for a sale here yesterday. You wouldn't want to deny a good customer something like that.
Give me a bargain roll, please. As Rasslin Rad whips out the bargaining charm.
All right.
Okay.
How's that sound, love?
Let's see. She's like, well, we
And
don't
remember,
have.
I'm buying all 3 sets here, so you want to give me a nice bargain here.
Yes, we have some returns I could give you for a grand total of, say, 800.
That'll cover all of us?
Yes.
All right, we'll take it.
Great. You guys have the best secondhand type clothing you can get that looks, returned clothing, etc., like small rips on the inside or whatever. No problem. Yeah, you are now dressed in fancy clothing, including footwear. Do you want trousers or dress? Dress costs more. Trousers are not.
Trousers.
Because the dresses is where they decide to get fancy, and you look fabulous. So
But we
anyway.
also can run or climb or do anything.
Yes, of course. They try to make it so that men can escape from women. That's why, I believe. Anyway, that's why high heels, right? So run in this.
So I mark off the money.
Great. You guys.
We'll take our old clothes. Maybe we just drop them off by the.
In the white dove, probably.
Just toss them in through a window, keep walking. Okay, no problem. You guys mark off another 2 silver, and you're back there. Now in fancy clothes. Fancy clothing.
So are we
Still
going?
people coming in and out and stuff.
All right.
So
if we're gonna go in there, we got to know who we are.
Yeah.
So we don't know anything about these people. We could just say, we could just say that we are with the Magic Preservation Society. And they know that we've been doing some genealogy research, and it makes sense why we would come pay our respects to such a prominent family.
Yes.
excellent. I gave Jay a card for actually figuring out who you were before you walked in, which is different than normal. So you guys then go on in, and there's people, there's butler or waiters or something serving little canapes. There's an open bar, and
I grabbed it
Wait for it.
as you see it.
it just shows one on either side. Lift her up and carry
Don't
her
get us
up.
kicked us out of here yet.
I try.
I promise if you behave yourself, I'll get you loaded this evening. Kind of whispering this in her ear.
Next scene, it shows her with this huge backpack full of bricks. God damn it, I'm loaded down. So, yeah, it's a
Thinking
lot
more
of
like a backpack full of Jack Daniels. All right, so go ahead, Logan.
there's a lot of rich old people here. It appears that they all like to show up to see who's kicked off lately. There's a picture of the people who died, a painting actually, and it looks like a couple of ladies, couple of guys. Generally, they look like older people and whatnot, like grandparents and then some parents type ages. And yes, everybody's talking very discreet, low voices to each other, and things like that, and sitting around with awkward plates of little cakes and things like that. And they seem to be making their way around and talking to people. And they all are paying their respects to one young lady who has quite a nasty sunburn, who is sitting with a dressed in black and whatnot, black dress, black van. If she wasn't so burned, she would have made a great goth if she had been more pale instead of burned. But
How upset does she look?
give me wait, what here, we gotta do a little special. What's your empathy, Freddie?
77.
Call it 80, just for easy rounding. Right, roll at 30 or less. And what's your empathy at woman with no name?
80.
80, so that would be 20. So give me a 30 or less. And Rassel and Rad?
65.
Right, roll something really fucking low.
Nope.
Cool.
I wasn't it.
Right. I'll whisper for Freddie. Why isn't Freddie coming out? Oh, goddamn potato. There you go. So, right. You guys are sitting there. Butler comes over and places a plate of canapes conveniently near you. Canapé.
Of course.
Thank you.
Both of you guys give me etiquette rolls. Freddie knows better than to taste the canapes.
Nope.
Right, Freddie. Have you ever seen that Jim Carrey movie where he was eating the canapé and like that? Both of
can
them are
imagine.
doing that, where they're chewing with their mouths open and trying to, you know.
I'd grab a handkerchief and just wipe their mouths a little, like, yeah,
Okay,
they
yeah,
come on.
Freddie. You're a good
Don't
man.
touch me. Don't do it.
Guys,
She says,
as I'm doing it with a smile on my face, I'm like, she's watching everyone. Just keep a low profile.
Oh,
There, that all cleaned up. Isn't that nice?
what would I do without you, Freddie?
Mm.
they eat like rabid animals who haven't been fed in a long time, Freddie.
So I'm wanting to definitely, focus on eavesdropping and see if people are referring to that woman as Constance.
Oh, totally. Or her surname, of course. But yes, they are. She is definitely her. She looks like she is maybe. Hold on, notes. Where are my notes? God, oh, my badly organized notes I made at the last minute. Yes, Constance Barpo or Miss Barpo or whatever. She appears to be like just out of her teenage years. She young, blonde, pretty in a severe or stark kind of way. Super fucking sunburned. Yeah. There's maybe 30 or 40 people here. New people go, old people leave, that kind of thing. It's not, they're not doing it quickly. It's not like a fucking churn over here or something, After probably an hour or two, some people leave, other people show up.
Are there any signs, just as we're like schmoozing around, just acting like not drawing attention to ourselves, are there any signs of a fight breaking out, any bloodstains, anything like that?
None at all. Real quick, from Ian and Jason, did you guys take any special precautions regarding your appearance or anything like that?
Any special precautions?
Yes.
No.
Just nice clothes.
Cool.
Not
Freddie, only give me a spot hidden roll.
not carrying like weapons or anything.
Right.
We left that at White Dove.
I'm assuming that no weapons.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have assumed that, but
Yep, made it.
right
on the door.
Excellent. And Roy, 30 or less for something else.
Okay. 10.
Something's afoot.
Hey, yep.
Oh my god, fucking.
Freddie begins muttering insanely.
What's that, Freddie?
When you say there, how many?
Both of the people you're with.
I'm gonna like grab a drink and just stand like in front of them to like try and block a little bit of the view and whisper under my breath, guys, your bracelets. Cover your bracelets.
Well, I kind of assumed they would have been by the sleeves of our garments.
Yeah.
Most of the time, but not all the time. Freddie's the only one who took special precautions to make sure his shit wouldn't show.
Oh, okay. I will slide it up my arm more.
Yeah.
Done?
What's up, Freddie?
It's being watched. Just remember what I said
Oh,
about bracelets.
it's like
It's I take a sip of my drink and smile politely.
You notice the woman with no name is making the happy face, which means that she's getting ready to do something crazy, dangerous, and destructive. You are becoming concerned, Freddie.
I hand her a drink.
Ooh, thank you.
Good distraction, Freddie.
I
You guys stand there for a while. You feel super awkward just standing in a small huddle and not speaking or looking at each other.
Well, just move around and
Mm.
take a look at things and nod at people and act solemnly like you do at wakes. My goal is just to eavesdrop and blend in when I'm done.
Excellent. Right. Go ahead and give me. Everybody, give me. Is everybody doing the same kind of deal?
Yeah.
Circulate and eavesdrop.
Yeah.
You guys are. Give me. Everybody, give me fast talk rolls. This is to be polite, yet not get drawn into a conversation without looking psychotic. I'm looking at you, Yana.
I succeeded.
Oh my God, by a quarter. So you barely made it for you. No, anyway, everybody else has a much easier difficulty on the not look crazy and psychotic thing. I don't know. No problem. Everybody give me a luck roll. You're winning at least by half. If you don't make it, it's not the end of the world. Somebody else may pick up the slack. Right. So it's only Freddie. Only Freddie, give me a listen roll at half to overhear a private conversation, you blackguard.
Yeah, made it.
Right. Because I'm not willing to type. Well, actually, yes, I am. It's more fun when you tell them. Just don't read it verbatim is all I ask.
Yeah.
Down words, please.
All right, so I'm going to get rid of a opponent fails if anyone wants it.
No, I'm okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll like casually, maybe a few minutes later or something. Right. Okay.
You don't want to just hear that and then immediately turn and run.
Yeah.
Okay. You play it cool.
No, a few minutes. Yeah, a few minutes later, just
Mhm.
mosey over to maybe one of them, talk to them for a bit. Then maybe we'll join the other one after a few minutes.
Excellent. Yeah, mosey roll, please.
A mosey roll.
Oh yeah, some people have that shit built up.
A mosey roll?
We used to have great mosey rolls.
It's a way to get it started. You fumble, it's hilarious. Now, okay. He apparently Freddie comes over to you because he's like needing the bathroom really bad, is your guess.
So I'll mention like, casually, quietly, obviously the bracelet. Something about a shark bracelet that's gone missing, and some of them think that the Rupee family is responsible for it, and probably the
Spot him
bracelet came
everybody while he's telling you this.
probably came from this house. Said bracelet.
You're wanting to get the spot hidden at half. Good luck.
Nope.
Jocelyn Rad's eyeing another tray of canapes. So good. Why are you only allowed to take one at a time, damn it?
I did by half.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay.
by half.
Yeah.
Actually.
By half. I have quite a good spot in it.
It's so secretive.
Oh. Go on, Freddie. Don't let me stop you.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
well, I mentioned to them that, like,
Are we,
apparently yeah, go ahead.
so I quietly tell them that Constance, she's pointing at us and telling somebody.
Can you read her lips?
I attempt to read lips.
Right. Everybody give me
actually
a
have the
lip
skill.
reading roll. Nice. Give me a lip reading roll. Wrestling goes. She goes, truck.
Uh-oh.
Like she wants to make out with me in a truck.
Freddie, duck.
I reach her lips.
Fuck, she says.
What she says, fuck?
Not really loud or anything.
I know.
On her lip reading. Well, no, you think she said duck or truck or yeah. Only the woman with no name got it. As you guys both glare or all glare at her like some sort of.
What's her, like, demeanor now? Has it changed at all? She panicking or?
No, she's standing up and coming this way.
I stand there politely. Wait.
Looking solemn.
Do that. I was wondering if Freddie would join the wonderful world of self-defenestration there for a moment. Right. Hey, she comes over and she says, "Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met."
Hello.
Hello. Terribly sorry for your loss.
Thank you. She brushes back the beginning of a tear that was forming in just one eye and says, "It's been difficult, but somehow I will get through this and carry on my family's legacy."
I believe that.
Thank you. Thank you. And who are you? She asks Mildred, who seems to be doing most of the talking.
Of course she is.
We're with the Preservation of Magic Society.
Oh,
Yes, that.
right. Roll 30, 30, 20, please. Wrestling Rad's at 20 or less. I think you other two are at 30 or less.
What am I rolling?
It's an empathy roll, but you need to roll 20 or less because it's opposed to her acting. And this bitch has crying out of one eye at a time powers. Oh,
Yeah, I got it by half, but not below 20.
damn.
Yeah, not below 20, but
Well,
Yana, did you want a reroll card?
you need a 30 or less, Yana, for yours. Because you're 80. So
oh,
Yana, do you want a reroll? Or?
because Wrestling Rad, his is actually 35. He needs a 15 or less to make his.
yeah, yes.
Just trade me something.
Welcome
Okay.
to the wonderful world of opposed skills. Thank God that fights don't go on like this, or the first time you meet up with somebody with 105 skill, you'll have almost no chance of getting them. So
No.
she seems sad, but bravely bearing up under the strain of it all.
I mean, I don't believe that for a second, but okay.
Yeah, you guys can believe what you want. I'm just telling you what your
Yeah.
skills are giving you.
Yeah.
Additional information is not good. She says, "Oh, yes, Yes, have you had a chance to review any of the books that I'd sent?
Our associates received them, and they are reviewing them.
It's very kind of the society to take the time to pay the respects to my beloved family.
Indeed. Such a prominent family in our community. We felt it was necessary.
Right. Jason, roll 15 or less. Yana and Frey, give me a 30 or less when something you said there.
Nope.
Fumbled.
Excellent. She is the hot widow you need to bang. Anyway, right. Since she's here talking to her, we'll just do it this way because I'm evil. And correct spelling. Yep. She says, yes, it's been difficult since my mother, father, older brother, and younger brother have passed from this mortal coil.
So you are both stressed? Do you have any other relatives left?
Sadly, no.
So it's just you now.
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
Taking care of all the business, you must be very busy with all of, what your family is doing.
Unbelievably so. I'm sorry. What was your name?
This is my associate, Mildred.
Thank you for introducing us. Mildred, I'm Constance. Please, you call me Constance.
Oh, thank you, Constance. What nice, beautiful pleasure to meet you. I'm very polite. Yes, I can do that.
Yes, I can do that. She blinks at you a couple of times and says, and how long have you worked with the society?
I love the society. Society is my life. All the magic. It's just so exciting to figure out stuff about these families. And yours is of course one of the most important here. And now when it's only you, I think we should spend more time together to get to know each other better.
Oh, well, perhaps when my workload eases, I would be happy to spend more time. I see. Well, what was the name, she says to Mildred, of the society again? I want to be sure I have it right.
The beautiful, exciting, adventurous society for magic.
Oh, not that one. You're thinking of the subgroup that we're forming. The Preservation of Magic Society. You remember?
That, right.
Fast talk roll, Rasslin, to cover up major lack of knowledge. And
success.
Nice.
Excellent. Rasslin, roll 15 or less. The other two roll a 30 or less. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Almost.
Close.
Nope.
No.
Cool. She says, well, I don't suppose you have a location that I could visit, set up in the city somewhere?
I think it's being relocated right now. Most of us work remotely as we all have other ventures and professions we see to.
Well, you must let me know, Mildred, when you have a proper building set up.
Of course, I will. And where can I reach you?
You could leave word here with the servants. That would be fine. The magical. I'm sorry. One more time.
The Preservation of Magic Society.
Very good.
Your memory is shit.
Well,
She's blinking.
I don't want to keep you from your other guests here. It was a pleasure to meet you, and again, we're sorry for your loss.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
And
Start to edge away.
she glides off, saying something in low voices to a couple other guys, and then she does the twist her head back to look over her shoulder at you guys. And one last time, give me a 15, 30, 30.
Also, while she was talking to us, did she have any what is it called? You know when you have a tan but you have a watch on and you take the watch off, is like an imprint?
Yes, I know exactly mean. Absolutely not. It looks like
Okay.
her shit is burned. Burned. Faint smile, and she goes back to talking to a couple of large men. They glance at you guys, completely neutral expressions.
As I'm staring forward, like quietly again, say, I don't trust her.
Are you guys on the way out?
Say again, Logan?
Were you guys leaving?
Yeah, I'm kind of heading towards the door.
No problem. You go out at the door is it's like the entry foyer, and they've got like the umbrellas and the big bucket near the door, and they've got the chandelier right above it, and you're hoping nobody cuts the rope, and the squishing and the falling and the screaming, and yeah. So yeah, you guys let yourself out the front door.
I try to pay attention if the guards are following us.
Yeah, same.
They're not. They just simply took a look at you. Now, Freddie, something's troubling you about one of those two guys, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It's almost a feeling of deja vu. Whereas Wrestling Rad's having a feeling of vuja day, the feeling he's never ever been here before.
Deja vu.
It's a nice place.
It is a super nice place.
I take a close look at that chandelier on their way out. Is there anything interesting about it?
No, not really anything at all.
One of the
It's big enough that if it was to fall, it'd probably kill the three of you. And also, it's the kind of chandelier that actually has candles on it, so it has a winch to raise and lower it on a rope. So, I mean, if you were over there with it's a really thick rope because chandeliers are freakishly heavy. So, cutting through it would take some fucking determined effort. But they have to raise and lower to light the candles and put them out and stuff like that. They're not lit right now because it's daytime. It's getting close to lunch. Ooh, lunch.
You said
some taka?
one of the guards made me feel like deja vu, or the building.
The guards.
And I can't put my
like this, but you're not sure what.
Oh, I see.
Just the eyes. Just the eyes, boo. Just the eyes.
Does he recognize me? Like, what? No, not recognize me. Does he react when I walk by him?
He just stares at you. Actually, everybody can give me full empathy rolls on the two guards. The poor Constance, all the burden and stuff. It's good she has some strong men around. A lot of them. Oh yeah. Wrestling Rad's like, they're definitely gonna kill us later. I can tell.
I have no idea. So.
Yeah, Freddie's like, does he like me?
Yeah, once we're out and out of earshot, I'll mention that
there are some cabs that are starting to line up here because they determined rich people are going and rich people tip.
Them guards have looked like they're gonna follow us or come after us.
Yep.
I think they're the same people who've been following us prior to all this.
Really?
Yeah,
I have a feeling.
Yeah, it seems like they might have an interest in our bracelets, then, huh?
I think they think we have the shark bracelet when we don't.
And they call it a shark bracelet?
Yes, a shark bracelet. Apparently it looks similar to ours, but
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hmm.
She had a reaction when somebody said that they are a prominent family, so she like reacted to the prominent. So I think she killed off all of her family to like have all the power of herself.
it doesn't
Yeah, I
surprise
think
me.
that's kind of what Dr. Yang was wondering if she was in on it somehow. She's
Yeah.
quite young though. I wonder, is she accomplished or powerful enough to do anything like this?
She may have paid someone else to do it.
Or she
So,
made
yeah, and as we're walking, I mean, we'll
Counselor?
pay for the handsome.
Got where to?
Let's head downtown for now. I haven't quite made up my mind yet, but head towards downtown. So
Yes,
as he's
sir.
going, I'd like to attempt to keep an eye out. Let's keep an eye out for these
Yeah, same.
looks.
That sounds like may keep you
And
alive a bit longer. Yes.
I would like to
I'll
attempt
keep an
counter
eye out on the
surveillance by telling the handsome driver where to turn.
Not a problem. He's taking you toward the downtown center, the main town square. There's the Often Hotel there. How do you stay there? Often. Anyway, right. Everybody give me counter surveillance. Oh, you already did. Anybody make their counter surveillance roll?
Damn it.
You did?
No.
No, you guys suck.
I'm
You have no idea.
gonna
They're far too fiendish for the likes of you, paleface. I need more
All right.
non-white players at some point in life, I think.
You can
But then that
drop
joke
us
didn't work.
drop us off here in front of this hotel. Thank you.
Certainly, sir. He tips his hat and he looks a bit disappointed when you give him just 2 silvers.
We'll walk on foot for a bit.
No problem.
A right and a left and a right and a left and another left.
There's all kinds of interesting shit from here that you could go to, as it is the town center. Over there is some shifty looking streets and alleys. Would that be all right? Or you go back to the art district, or you could go back to Pub Street.
Ooh, the art district.
Want to go to the art district? Sure.
Yeah, let's see what's in the art district.
No problem. In the art district, as you guys are walking, everybody give me a counter surveillance. It's much easier to keep an eye out when you're walking and such. There's a museum of art. There's a pawn shop. There's a place called the Factory, and there's Fire Trap Theater.
fuck off.
Right. You guys don't notice anything because they're way too fiendish for you when suddenly and completely unexpectedly, lady, you hear some clattering on one of the roofs, and a lady goes, ah, and falls on the street. You hear something snap when she falls. Definitely her fucking leg. You guys look at her like,
I
Everybody
don't
give me-
look at her.
You don't look at her. Got it.
I
Everybody,
look around. See
Oh.
what Mick calls it.
excellent. Everybody give me luck rolls real quick. I just want to make sure that you guys didn't break or fall.
Made it.
Perfect.
no fumble.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
John.
Yes. Let me get some damage out real quick here.
Do you want a reroll, Jana?
Yes.
No. Let Logan
Trade me,
have his fun.
trade me something and I'll play.
Do. That's a perfect roll. Oh,
What-
that may help her out.
Alright.
Success.
Okay, great. She lands near you, breaks something in her leg, and Freddie immediately goes, Freddie, give me a full listen roll. Listen, you see that?
I'm gonna play my skill 10.
We won. Yeah.
Yeah, made it.
You hear some more clattering in the direction she came from. She was doing the I'm going rooftop to rooftop thing. And the woman goes, oh, Stalwarts, you've got to get me out of here.
Fuck.
Who's saying this?
The lady with the broken leg who fell off the.
Do I recognize her at all?
Nope.
Or just leave him.
No. She knows who we are.
Yeah, what's
I'm
with
going to
the
help her.
lady? Head over to her and
Hurry,
have a
they're
look at her.
coming. She says.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab her and
I'll
run
lift her
off
up
with
and
her.
put her arm over my shoulder.
Yeah.
All right, both of you two give me. Well, who wants to support and who wants to do the main strengthening?
I mean, I'm fairly strong. I don't know.
all right,
thought you were.
I'll support Freddy then.
You must be Mildred. I heard you were a cunt. She says.
Made it by half, so I support.
Yes, you get a +5, Freddy. Go, Freddy,
right.
go.
We can do it, Freddy. Let's do this.
Hooray! No problem. You guys are getting her out of there. The lady goes from the pain of moving around.
Mildred, people look up behind us.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not distracted. I pay attention. I try to look.
Are you looking for the people on the rooftop or the people that may be following you that have been completely unable? It's the fog.
Oh,
Well-
we know we lost those guys. We haven't seen them in a while.
Which
I,
one are you looking for, Mildred?
oh,
Both? Better give me a low spot hidden roll then. Better be something special. Where do you want to take this lady? This is kind of a cul-de-sac area over here. It doesn't go to anywhere.
success, but nothing special.
Mildred's whipping her head back and forth. She's not seeing either of them yet, although she definitely hears the people on the rooftop. She's got to be here somewhere.
What was the options again? You said there was a pawn shop. There.
The business is in the little end of the road district pawn shop, a place called the Factory. It looks like an artistic place, and Fire Trap Theater.
How far are we from the White Dove? Quite far, or?
I wouldn't go there.
Pretty far.
I'm just wondering. I'm not gonna go there. So.
I mean, you could if you can get back. If you double back to the downtown center, you could try to catch the tram. But on the other hand, and you're not far from the Houses of Negotiable Affection Street.
Let's go there.
No, there's free loving. Well, as long as you pay, I mean.
Or we just get her into a handsome. There we go.
All right, give me a luck roll there, Rassel, and see if there's a handsome handy. This is not a district that has as many as some of the richer. God damn, there are no handsome cabs here at all. The woman's passed out that you're carrying from the pain. Looks like she has a compound fracture. You can see pieces of bone literally sticking through the skin.
All right, into the theater or the pawn shop.
Theater's probably bigger and has more places to hide.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's the. Head over towards the museum.
Museum, pick one. You have no time to contemplate.
I would go to the theater, I guess.
You guys hurry over to the theater and whatnot. Hello, that'll be 8 bits, please.
I give her 2 silver.
Oh, thank you, sir. She says, if she throws up, she indicates the woman she thinks is drunk, who isn't the woman who is drunk. She says, you'll have to pay extra.
I'll tell you what, love. Let me pay you extra if you could show us back to another room, like an office, so we could help her lie down. We got to have a look at her. You can tell she's been injured.
Injured? Oh my gosh! Yes, of course.
I hand her 5 silver.
Right this way. She closes the window and hurries you guys inside. No problem. You guys, 5 silver. Yeah, she'll slit her throat for that. Anyway, no, well, not meanly. Anyway, you guys get taken back to an office, and she quickly clears the desk off, and you guys put her up there. She's
You
like,
have
"Oh
a
my
first aid
god,
kit, love?
is that her
Maybe,
bone?"
It might be. Can you get a first aid kit, love?
She goes, "Ugh," and faints.
I attempt to cast magic on her.
You're doing what?
I'm trying to cast a spell
Oh
on the
my!
one that passed out.
Oh, is it the wake up spell?
Yes,
Wake up!
I slapped her a few times. Damn it! I try again.
She's out. Oh, do your willpower roll. Don't forget the willpower roll. Oh
Well,
wait,
this
no,
is
you're in the good zone.
yeah.
Never mind.
I don't need no willpower.
Hmm. Yep. Apparently, she is.
Okay,
Oh,
well, I can't do it.
fumble. You're done casting that spell.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
your fumble card. Mark off one piece of useful gear. Tell the GM what you're marking off. If the GM doesn't think it's a useful enough piece of gear, the GM will choose a piece of gear instead.
I'll mark off. Let's see the torch, flashlight. Is that right?
Something that's come up, please.
Oh, this. Okay. What's come up? I guess the only thing that's come up is the binoculars. Well, yeah, the
Perfect.
binoculars.
Binoculars. Ah.
Mm,
Damn, says Freddie, my binoculars. She is passed the fuck out. She has now two really red cheeks for some reason. Could be that Freddie was sitting on top of her, slapping her back and forth methodically.
oh,
Now, she brought us back into an office.
It looks like a little theater office with some old rusting filing cabinets, a desk that's been cleared off. Everybody give me a sandy roll for human gore as, wow, that's nasty there. Bones sticking out of leg. It reminds you that you're just a meat-covered skeleton. It's 0 if you make it. You're tougher than that. Oh my
I'll
god,
try like
sandy roll? That's not right. You gotta keep re-rolling until you fail.
Fail.
Right, D4 sand loss, sir.
while they're busy maybe looking for first aid kit, can I improvise a tourniquet?
Instead of a tourniquet, you might want to first do a first aid roll to analyze condition, because tourniquet will definitely keep her from bleeding out, but that's not our biggest issue right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. We can use first aid just to like analyze her.
Yes. However, you're going to need to get first aid stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, I analyzed it. What's wrong with her?
It looks like her bone is broken and is penetrated the skin. Your first aid tells you that you need to reset it, preferably, or better yet, have a doctor reset it, and then make a splint.
That should be fine.
Yeah, and keep her immobile for as long as possible. Yeah, you hear people rushing around outside and such.
Probably a band-aid will do it, Freddie.
No, we need to. Fuck. Oh, stalwarts. Who the fuck used to call us stalwarts?
He just stands there going, "What am I forgetting? What am I?"
So this
on the bone sticking out. What am I forgetting?
In the meantime, I checked to see if she's wearing any kind of bracelets. Does she have a backpack? Does she have like a hip sack? Anything like that?
She has all kinds of like thief type gear. Like she has some bagna climbing claws. She has some silk rope. She has lock picks. She has some papers and such.
I started looking through the papers.
They appear to be notes on some sort of ritual, magical ritual of some sort.
Okay. Anything else, or it's all related to some ritual?
Yeah.
How many notes? How many papers?
30, 40.
Were they like rolled up or in a folder, in a bag?
Well, they were rolled. They were folded and then like in a hidden pocket on their clothes.
Oh, hidden pocket, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were from me. Okay.
Looks like this might have been what she stole.
Yeah, she's definitely not doing well. The other one's not doing well.
I think I know.
Oh
who
yeah,
she is.
let's do first aid on the theater gal.
She is unwakeable. You're pretty sure, but you're hearing search in here. Yes, sir.
All right, we better
Bring in more guards. Yes, sir.
we better hide.
Yeah. Okay.
What about
Grab
her?
her, leave this gal.
No, we're not leaving her.
We're gonna bring the gal with the broken leg,
Okay.
but we're gonna
The other
leave the
one.
theater gal who passed out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where do you want to go to?
Looking for a door that maybe either leads out the back or into the basement or something like that. Place where we can hide. Maybe we can go hide under the stage. It's a theater.
Mm-hmm. No problem. Let's see. Rasslin, since you seem to be directing things, go ahead and give me a luck roll. Lower is better. Do not roll like Freddy does. Don't do what Freddy don't does.
Ooh, by half.
No problem. Right. He's found like a nice place under the theater that looks like nobody ever goes there, and it's kind of hard to notice and shit. And you guys move her under there. Oh, this is definitely tearing up her leg and stuff. You need to get that thing splinted.
Yeah.
All right, hurry up. Let's get out of here.
Moving her around is definitely bad for her. You guys hide under there. People are searching around. Now, who wants to do the primary on the conceal, hold out, camouflage to make the way that you came look at her going, no. Make the way that you came in look like nothing at all.
I am so at that. Anybody want to try to cover our tracks
I
here?
can do it as a living, kind of.
All right, you do that, Freddie.
You want to support,
Mildred, are you in?
I'll try to support you.
or you
Is
can do
Mildred-
something else if you want to.
Yeah. Okay.
I will attempt.
Yeah, unless Mildred's more
Yeah.
confident.
Made it by half.
I can do it.
She doesn't normally hide her victims.
No.
She wants them to be found. She's like one of those horror movie guys. It's like posing them and shit.
I like authenticity.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Maybe.
Yeah, Freddie does a lovely job of hiding it. You guys are all hiding there. You can't see who it is that's looking, and you hear some guy's voice. I want this theater torn apart. Find the girl. Yes, sir.
I suggest we. Well, I don't say this out loud, but I'm whispering.
Whispering, yes, good.
Yeah, whispering.
That would be quite a shock to whoever it is.
No, I'm whispering. I say we should each take a few of those notes and have them on us, so that if one of us gets captured, they won't get all the notes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We divvy them up.
Cool.
Yep.
Freddie makes plans for you guys failing.
Does she look real, Logan? I assume not.
No.
No.
She looks normal.
Okay.
She looks like some poor lady who fell off a fucking 3-story building earlier today. Is
Yeah.
what she looks like.
So we're under the stage. Is there like random pieces of wood or something we could use to like splint?
Give me a luck roll. There may be that kind of stuff there.